Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Aidil Danish bin Azam. I am studying in UTHM. My metric number is DF190143. This video is for subject Geotechnics 2 BFC 34402 and I am from section 9. So this is the place where I live. I live in Kampung Tengah, which is located at Puchong in Selangor. In this video, I would like to share with you guys the soil condition of my house area. First of all, I will go through the surface of this topic. Do you guys know what is soil? Soil is the material found on the surface of the earth that is composed of organic and inorganic material. Soil varies due to its structure and composition. In soil engineering, the term soil is classified as an unconsolidated material composed of solid particles produced by rock disintegration, which is a physical weathering process. The void space between the particles of soil are filled with air, water, or both. As you guys can see in the picture, there are three types of how the void space are filled. It's either three-phase diagram of soil, which consists of air, water, and solid particles. Two-phase saturated soil, which consists of water and solid particles. And two-phase dry soil, which consists of air and solid particles. The pedosphere, which is the earth's body of soil, has several important functions. So what are the functions? First and foremost, the pedosphere as a medium for plants to live and grow. The pedosphere, which is the soil, is important to most of the plant because it is one of the basic needs for plant to live other than water and sunlight. The plant will gain nutrient and water through soil. The pedosphere also plays a role as a habitat for organisms. There are a lot of living things that live underground such as insects, worms, mold, snakes, and many more. The pedosphere also acts as a recycling system for nutrient and organic waste. When a plant or animal dies, this matter will be decomposed and then the nutrient will be released into the soil. This nutrient will be used by other plants to support their growth. There are 6 types of soil. There are sandy soil, where the soil is light, warm, dry, and tend to be acidic and low in nutrients. These soils have quick water drainage and are easy to work with. There are clay soil, where the soil is a heavy type soil that benefits from high nutrient. Clay soils hold a high amount of water because the soil drains slowly and take longer to warm up. There are silt soil, where the soil is light and moisture retentive soil type with a high fertility rating. There are peat soil, where the soil is high in organic matter and retains a large amount of moisture. There are chalk soil that can be either light or heavy but always highly alkaline due to the calcium carbonate or lime within its structure. Last but not least, the loam soil, which is a mixture of sand, silt, and clay that are combined to avoid the negative effect of each type. I will continue with the properties of soil. Basically, there are 2 properties of soil. There are physical properties and chemical properties. The first physical properties is the color of soil. The color of soil varies such as black, white or pale, red, yellow-brown, brown, and gray. The next physical properties is the texture of the soil. The texture of the soil depends on its location. It's either sandy loam, silty loam, clay or heavy clay. The soil structure is also one of the physical properties of the soil. There are platy structure, prismatic, columnar, blocky, granular, wedge, lenticular, single grain, and massive structure. The water holding capacity is also a physical property of a soil. It's either the soil can hold the water or not. The pH of soil is one of the chemical properties of soil. Every type of soil has their own pH. It's either acidic or alkali. Okay, so I will continue with the soil condition at my house area. As you can see, this is the soil sample that I took from my house. To find out what type of soil is this, we need to look at the physical properties of the soil. First, we look at the color of the soil. So, you can see that the color of the soil is like brown and yellow. Next, we look at the texture. The texture of the soil is, like a plasticine. So, the plasticity of the sample is high. So this experiment require the soil sample. So I already spread the sample into two parts. This part I label as A, and this part I label as B. Okay. In A, I will pour vinegar as acidic solution, and in B, I will pour sodium carbonate solution as alkali solution. Okay. Okay. After pour, then I mix them. Okay. Mix. This is for acid solution. Okay, and then this is for alkali solution. Okay, so we will wait for 5 minutes to find out the result. Okay, after 5 minutes, you guys can see that there are no bubbles in A, but there are lot of bubbles in B. So that means that the sample react to the sodium carbonate solution, which is alkali solution. So I can conclude that this soil is an acidic soil. So I will continue with the next experiment, which is to find out whether the soil sample is high or low in water holding capacity. So okay, as you can see, I already put the soil sample inside the bottle, and then I already make a hole at the bottle cap, and then I will pour a plain water onto the soil, and I will let it for about 2 hours to see the result. Okay, after finish pouring, and then I will let it for about 2 hours. After leave it for 2 hours, as you guys can see, there is no water that can pass through the soil sample. So this is clearly shown that the water holding capacity of this type of soil is very high. As for the conclusion from my investigation, I can conclude that the type of soil at my house area is a clay soil. A clay soil are high in plasticity and water holding capacity. This is because the clay soil particles are very small, which is less than 0.002 mm. The smaller the size of the soil particle, the percentage of void becomes smaller. So, it will difficult the water to pass through the soil. Based on the result of the experiment that I have already conducted, the pH of soil at my house area is an acidic soil. Usually, the clay soil are an alkaline soil, but as far as I know, the pH of soil can change due to several reasons. One of the reasons is because of the human activities. The human activities such as industrial activities that release sulfur and nitrogen oxide can cause acid rain, which will affect the pH of the soil. Other than that, the usage of fertilizer and pesticide also will affect the pH of soil. During the experiment, I find out that the clay soil lose the strength after I submerge it into the water for 2 hours. This is because the clay soil will lose their strength with excessive amount of water. To overcome this problem, we can do a soil stabilization, which is by mixing material such as for clay soil, the most suitable thing is by using lime. Slaked lime is most often used in the stabilization of the soil that is clay-like or highly plastic. As it's added, it strengthens the soil to make it more stable. That's all from me for this video. Thank you to everyone who watched this video and support my assignment. That's all, thank you.